Right, okay, I don't know if this is going to be working. I need to double check that. I also don't know why I'm wearing headphones, it's literally going to read things. Um, right. Right, is it working? I was looking. There you go. I need to fix my table up. I got like something. I got like my microphone cover. I got it on the table and it's covering the bottom of the monitor. So I got to like go around here to check what app I'm using. Anyway, yeah. Let me just sort out a little something, just so I can see that I'm streaming. There you go. That's better. Let me just double check I can hear myself. Yes, I can hear myself. That is good. That's why I'm wearing headphones actually. So there you go. So we're going to pick the rest of the Champions League first leg fixtures today, and also Europa League as well, second legs for the playoff round. The winners of each of these playoff rounds will advance to the last 16 to the teams that are waiting, who had a bye round, including Arsenal themselves. So yeah, if you want to join the league and predict with me, you can. Superbrew.com, superbru.com. It's all for fun, but it's a fun thing to predict. The point system is very weird, to be honest, but it's just a nice website to use. You click on tournaments, click on the S, you find the competition, you click on the plus sign, then you choose a team, or you just say you're neutral. It doesn't really matter too much. It's just basically it's to decide like to put you in like a public league. So I support Arsenal. Obviously, I joined the Arsenal Public League. Did I pick a team for Champions League? Let me check. No, I didn't. I went neutral. So if you're neutral, there won't be an extra public league. Anyway, you go on Add Pool, join a friends pool, and you type in the code. For the Champions League one, Davidoff's League is the league. The code is Boxy Hole, or you can type in Davidoff Predicts for Davidoff's League and it'll pop up. And separately, on the Europa League one, the code is Geek Loft, or once again, you can type in Davidoff Predicts or Davidoff's League. So, yeah, there we go. Let's get predicting. Before I predict, let's see what we predicted last week. I predicted Milan to beat Spurs by a goal, and I was correct in that aspect, just not the right scoreline. I predicted 2-1. It was 1-0 to Milan. Milan almost scored a second as well. Spurs got away with one. But to be fair, it's not the worst result, considering I don't think Spurs played that well. But to be just one goal down into the second leg, I think they'll fancy themselves at home. So that should be quite a very interesting second leg, I think, because Milan, obviously, they won the league, they won Serie A, but they've not been as good this season. So I'm intrigued to see how that goes down. I could see Spurs going through. And I think I said that last week as well. PSG, I predicted them to beat Bayern 1-0, and Bayern won 1-0. I said over 2 legs, Bayern to win, but PSG to win in Paris. PSG haven't even won in Paris. So in Germany, in Munich, that should be quite interesting. By the way, I got another channel, Sir Davidoff. I visited Germany recently. I went to the Allianz Arena. It was really cool. I toured and everything. There's a vlog. Bit of a self-promo. Dortmund v Chelsea. Similar to Spurs, actually. I predicted the right margin, just wrong scoreline. Predicted 2-1 to Borussia Dortmund. It was 1-0. Could have been worse. Once again, just like Spurs and Milan, it's not the worst result. 1 goal down. You're at home. You know, you just got to take your chances. It's not the worst scenario. And now the away goals rule is gone. 1-0 is less dangerous than it was before in terms of like the losing team. But yeah, we shall see. Club Brugge against Benfica. I predicted 1-1. I thought Brugge might pull something off at home. I was wrong. Benfica won 2-0. I knew Benfica were a better team. I knew that. I just assumed they would do better. Right, before we look at the Europa League last week predictions, we'll just predict the Champions League now. Eintracht Frankfurt v Napoli. This is one of the more intriguing and interesting ties, but Napoli have been so good. Obviously, this is just Champions League form, but in the league, in Italy, they've been playing so well, and they could be the next champions of Italy. Can they replicate their magic in the Champions League? I think they can. But in Germany, I'm predicting a draw. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw, a high-scoring draw between Eintracht Frankfurt and SSC Napoli. Liverpool v Real Madrid. This is a huge one. I look forward to seeing how this goes down. Liverpool have had a terrible season, but recently they don't look as bad the last couple of games. They just beat Newcastle away. Pretty good result for them, 2-0 clean sheet. Real Madrid are, well, they won the Club World Cup recently, but in the league they're a few points behind Barcelona. But they're not having a terrible season. They're having a much worse season. But I'm intrigued to see how this goes down. And with the first leg at Anfield, I think that definitely favours Real. Not because they're at home second, but because if Anfield was a second leg, that's a different story. Unless to be fair, Atletico Madrid pulled off the win at Anfield, but still, I think at Anfield at home, I think Liverpool to win 1-0. I could be wrong, but I think they could pull this off. But I think overall, over 2 legs, Real Madrid to win. Inter Milan, I think, will beat Porto 3-1 in the first leg. Should be interesting in Portugal if that is the scoreline. And Benfica, sorry, not Benfica, RB Leipzig, I think will lose 2-0 to Manchester City. So yeah, Man City to beat Leipzig 2-0. Inter Milan to beat Porto 3-1. Liverpool to beat, let me just, hang on. Yeah, sorry, got distracted. Liverpool to beat Real Madrid 1-0, and Eintracht Frankfurt to draw 2-2 with Napoli. Should be interesting to see how that goes down. On to Europa League. In the first legs, I got one exact score actually, but apart from that, that's really abysmal prediction-wise. Ajax predicted 2-0, they drew 0-0. Barca predicted 1-0, they drew 2-2. Fantastic game of football between Barca and Man United. The second leg should be very interesting, which we're going to predict in a bit. Salzburg v Roma, predicted 2-2, 2-2 was 1-0. Shakhtar v Stade Rennes, this is the game I got correct. Predicted 2-1 to Shakhtar, and it was 2-1 to Shakhtar. Monaco, I predicted to lose 3-0 to Leverkusen. Monaco went to Germany and won 3-2, so fair play to them. Juve, I predicted 2-0 to beat Nantes, it was 1-1. There's a lot of unlikely results here. Cut me some slacks, please. Some slack. Sevilla v PSV, I was a goal off. 3-1, 3-0. What's the difference? The difference is a goal. And Sporting, I predicted to beat them 3-1. It was 1-1. So yeah, not great. Hopefully, my second leg predictions go better. I'm going to predict a 1-1 draw between Monaco and Bayer Leverkusen. Monaco just going through by a goal, holding on to their aggregate scoreline. Why doesn't it show the... Why doesn't it show the flipping the scorelines? What's going on? I feel like an old man now. I literally forgot what the first leg scoreline was. It was 1-1. I see. I predict also 1-1 in this one. And it to go to penalties. And Sporting Lisbon to win on penalties. Juve, I think, will get their revenge, I guess. They'll win 1-0. Hold on by a goal. What's the PSV Sevilla score? 3-0 to Sevilla. I'm going to predict a 2-1 PSV victory. PSV to score twice, but Sevilla to kill it off with a goal late on, while PSV are pushing. Union Berlin v Ajax again. What was the score? I literally just went through these and I forgot already. It was 0-0. It was 0-0. Union Berlin, of course, they're doing well in Germany. They're really challenging Bayern Munich for that league title. They're playing incredibly well. And I think they can pull off some magic against Ajax. Union Berlin to go through by beating Ajax 2-1 in Germany. Man United v Barcelona, this is the big one. Two huge Champions League level clubs playing in the Europa League. How the mighty have fallen temporarily, because I say temporarily because United are third now, 3 points behind Man City, and Barca are winning the league in Spain, so they might be back. Especially next season. In the second leg, I reckon 2-1 Man United. In the game in Spain, Man United did really well. And they're probably unlucky not to get a win, actually. Barca scored quite late to make it 2-2. but I think at Old Trafford, Man United didn't have him. So yeah, this would make it 4-3 in aggregate to Man United, and they would go through. Barcelona would be knocked out. Roma v Salzburg. Again, what was the score? It was 1-0 to Salzburg. That's very interesting. And I'm going for a 2-1. With the old rules, this would have been enough for Salzburg to go through, but there's no more away goals rule. So this would mean extra time, and I think also penalties, and I think Salzburg to win on penalties. Stade Rennes v Shakhtar. Predicted it exactly correct, so luck might be on my side. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. So the Shakhtar, the next team, will go through, I think. So that's my prediction. Stade Rennes draw 1-1 with Shakhtar. Roma to beat Salzburg 2-1. Man United to beat Barcelona 2-1. Union Berlin to beat Ajax 2-1. PSV to beat Sevilla 2-1. Juve to beat Nantes 1-0 away from home. That team to draw 1-1 with Sporting Lisbon. And Monaco to draw 1-1 with Bayer Leverkusen. Largely boring predictions, but we shall see what happens. And I'm looking forward to the draw after this to find out who Arsenal will play. Hopefully not Man United immediately. That would be useful. Anyway, yeah, this is your boy Davidoff. Thanks for watching. Please, actually, I was doing my Twitch outro. I'm so used to streaming on Twitch. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.